Hey guys, this is the Fat Panda with another video gym challenge. This is going to be my battle versus CaptainAnt. It's the first time we've faced off. He's a fairly new challenger in the league. And this is going to be a battle against my doubles team. Looking at his team, he's got a couple worrisome factors. He's got a Reuniclus. Those are, really good in Trick Room, which is what I'm running. He's got a Ferrothorn. Ferrothorns can be really irritating. It's going to outspeed everything on my team most likely when Trick Room is up. If he can manage to break Trick Room, something like Salaman's Gliscor can clean up fairly well. So it'll be an interesting match, and let's see where we go with this. So he opens up with his Gliscor Ferrothorn, very defensive opening, trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing, I guess. I go with Reuniclus Scrafty, trying to get my Trick Room set up as fast as I can. Intimidate lowers both their attacks, that's probably pretty good here. They're both physical attackers, so they're going to have a lot more trouble dealing damage to me. I go for the Fake Out on the Gliscor, not sure what it's got. Try to get a little damage in. And just go straight for the Psychic. I figure Ferrothorn's already really slow, and if I could do great damage to Gliscor right now, then it won't be as much of a factor when I get the Trick Room up. So I may as well take advantage right now, because the way it's set up, one's going to outspeed me, one's not, right? So I have no reason to set up Trick Room. There he gets the Toxic Orb to poison him, so he's going to be healing a bunch every turn. I go for the Protect on the Scrafty. I figure they were going to maybe attack with a Protect or with an Earthquake or at least a Thunder Wave from Ferrothorn, which is what I get. So Scrafty stays unparalyzed for a little bit, and I get my Trick Room off. And then Reuniclus just goes for the Psychic on the Gliscor. I didn't actually think it would happen. I thought he would Protect this turn, but I managed to take Gliscor out right away, which is amazing. And Ferrothorn actually goes for the Thunder Wave on Scrafty. So now both my starters for this match are paralyzed, but while Trick Room is up, that's actually not necessarily a bad thing as long as that I don't get so paralyzed I can't even attack. I go for the Drain Punch on the Ferrothorn. Does actually quite a bit more damage than I thought it would. And then it actually reveals that he's holding a red card, which I love, red cards in general. It's kind of a weird choice for this. Well, maybe not for Ferrothorns in general, in the singles, but in doubles it's weird. But he actually brings out Magnezone, and then Scizor comes out. I have no idea why, but I just completely flub and stop thinking and try to pull my Magnezone out, even though both his members right there are 4 times weak to my Hidden Power Fire. So I completely zoned out and just bring Scrafty back. I mean, I get the Intimidate off again, but I have no idea what I was thinking. He went for the Pursuit on my Magnezone, which was really weird, so he actually got a little bit more damage there, but yeah, it's not really important. Here I go for the Focus Blast on Ferrothorn just to take it out. And I actually get the hit. So Ferrothorn falls here before he can really do anything. I mean, it paralyzed a couple guys, but that's not so important. And he sends out Jellicent here. So now he withdraws the Scizor, especially because it's locked into Pursuit and has a -1 for attack because of Intimidate and brings out his own Reuniclus. I was going for the Psychic on the Jellicent, and it goes off, so it takes decent damage from that. And then the Crunch as well. So unfortunately neither of my guys are paralyzed this turn, and Jellicent falls without doing anything, which is good. Jellicents are one of my least favorite Pokemon in the game. They always seem to just destroy me. So then he brings back Scizor, now fresh, can use whatever attack it wants, and I get the double para this turn, which is unfortunate, but I hadn't had a pair of hacks yet, so I'll take it. Goes for the Focus Blast on my Scrafty. I have a Chople Berry on the Scrafty, so it won't generally do that much damage. But he ends up actually getting a crit, so it's like I didn't have the berry at all, which is kind of depressing. While Scizor goes for the U-turn on the Reuniclus. which will do a sizable chunk to it. And in the end, it actually takes it out, which is rather unfortunate, but oh well. So Sizer goes back, and he actually brings out Salamence here. Salamence is a very threatening Pokemon, whether it's Scarfed or Dragonance or whatever. So I just go straight for Mesprit. I figure Mesprit can probably take an Outrage unless it's banded, and fire back with an Ice Beam. I went for the Protect on Scrafty because I figured at least one of them would target it this turn. And it turns out Salamence was targeting it with Dragon Claw. Reuniclus was going for the Psyshock actually on Mesprit, which is kind of weird. But I guess it must not have Shadow Ball. So it must be maybe a 2-attacker with like Recover or something. And I get my Trick Room off with Mesprit, so now Salamence is really, really slow. Scrafty's paralyzed again, so he doesn't get the Crunch off on Reuniclus, which is kind of unfortunate. And ends up actually falling to a Focus Blast. But he's done his job this turn, or this match, so I'm not too upset about that. Mesprit then goes for Ice Beam, which is going to easily one-hit KO Salamence. One of the nice things about fighting Salamence is they don't have multi-scale like Dragonite does, so I don't have to worry about actually using 2 attacks on him. So here I bring out Magnezone just to, because I know he has to bring out Sizer here, because he's down just his last 2 guys. So I figure I may as well just go for the HP Fire. With the Trick Room up, I know that his superpower would come after his Power Fire, so he's going to have to go for a Bullet Punch here. Does pretty good damage to Mesprit. Focus Blast misses Magnezone, which is my saving grace in this match. Because otherwise, I'm not sure I would have had a great way to deal with Sizer. Granted, Metagross and Electros haven't even come out yet. They haven't been in the battle, so I don't think it would have been that big of a deal. But it's nice to know that I could just take the Sizer down there because of Focus Miss. And then I go for the Psychic on the Reuniclus. It's not going to do a heck of a lot. I wasn't expecting it to, but got to get a little damage in there. So Reuniclus goes for Focus Blast again. This time it does hit my Magnezone, so he's going to fall before he can attack again. And then Mesprit just goes for the Ice Beam. It's going to be the strongest attack I have against Reuniclus since I'm not packing Shadow Ball. Does decent damage, but then Mesprit falls to Life Orb damage. So then I got to bring in my last 2 guys. So here comes my Electros and my Metagross. And the reason I'm not too worried about the fact that this, my Magnezone may have not finished off Sizer is specifically because it would have been locked into Bullet Punch, and my Electros is actually carrying Flamethrower, as you'll see in a second. So I knew that no matter what, Sizer wasn't really a threat, and Reuniclus isn't really able to damage this combo all that well. So I knew I pretty much had the battle no matter what in the end of it. And then Metagross goes for the Meteor Mash at the end, just to finish off my the Reuniclus. So down goes Captain Ant, his first battle. Next time he'll face either me in singles or rotation. Probably will have a little bit better of a time. He'll probably do better if he ever faces my doubles team again anyway. It's always hard the first time you face it. So good luck to him, and I'll see you guys next time I have a battle.